Welcome back to the Yard Dad. I'm going to be installing some lights. Check out what I got. I picked up these fence post lights, LED post lights. These ones are called Dynaming. I don't know. It said they were the #1 seller on Amazon. I think you can get, they're warm white LEDs, and then you can make them flicker as well if you want like flames or whatever. So I'm not probably going to be doing the flame one, but I thought that was cool. I'm going to show you how I install it as well. And shout out to JC, one of my subscribers. Thank you so much for mentioning, why don't you post a video of it? So here I am. I'm going to post a video of them. They're solar powered. They have an auto on and off. So if I remember correctly, it said you even want to leave them out there for like a week, and then they'll be fully charged, but they'll still work. Some of them might go out a little bit sooner depending on when you put them out there. Eventually, within like a day or two, they're all running strong. And I've already installed most of them, but I saved one or two to show you exactly how I install it and how I take the fence cap off and all that stuff. Because my fence caps, I have a vinyl fence. These work for wood. I think they sell them in black too. So if you want a black one and you don't want the white ones, you can go that route. But pretty cool. I'll leave a link for them as well. And I'll be drilling pilot holes into the vinyl and just using a drill and a basic screwdriver. Yeah, just a Phillips. And the screws that they do give you, I'll show you some. They give you these ones to drill into the fence. They give you these tiny little black ones that attach the unit. Honestly, I just found, because I have vinyl, I found these nice little drywall screws that I have. I'll leave in the description the size of them and everything, and I'll leave like a little link to them. These things work great for going into the vinyl for some reason, but I tried a couple different ones on one, and it flexes when you're trying to drill. So drilling's not really a problem, but screwing stuff in is, because it will flex on you. So I found it easiest to just drill a pilot hole, and then after you drill the little pilot hole, you come back and I can just hand screw in those ones. But the other ones, it kept stripping, they weren't good at all. Well, I gotta show you the lights. So here's the light, and like I was saying, super cool. So basically you get 8 of these. I'm just using 7 of them. I'm leaving there's 2 on each end, but it's both of my neighbors' property lines, and you can't really see them anyways from our windows and stuff. So I just needed 7 of them, but I've got an extra one. So all you do with this is you align this one on the here, and that's where the smaller black screws go. And then the longer screws that originally I was going to use, but I'm not, that's where this section goes. And if you need that bracket insert to make it bigger to fit or smaller or whatever, that's where this goes. And then you just line it up with the hole that's right on here, and that's it. And then flicker. This one is the flicker one. Pretty cool, right? If you want to change it, there's just a little switch down here, and you can just, I think I went the wrong way, and then see it's just solid amber like that. So at any time, and mine, I'm not even going to be screwing this part down, so that if I need to change, or if I want to change to the flicker, I'll just be able to pull it. I'll monitor it. If I need to, maybe I'll put the screws in. But for now, I'm good. We'll just see how it holds up during the wind. And yeah, hopefully it's not like a bunch of flying saucers going everywhere. That would be bad. But they're pretty on there, so I don't think they're going anywhere. It would take one heck of a, I would be very concerned with that windstorm. But yeah, pretty cool. And this one hasn't even really seen any daylight. It's just been in the house. So it's been going. And what it is there's a rechargeable battery that's in here, and the solar just charges the battery. And I guess that's why they tell you it takes a while for it to be fully charged, because it's just charging up that battery that's in there. But pretty cool, pretty easy, really easy install. Let's check out the grass, get these put on. And then of course, when I wrap up the video later tonight, I'll show you what they look like when they're on all the posts. First things first, I'm just gonna hop up here real quick and get out the screws that I just kind of half put in there, because we don't need them. I'm gonna leave that one on that other side so it holds that, holds it for me. And I'm just gonna come in here real quick. Just make a little pilot hole. And then I'm taking my screws that I'm using because their screws are horrible. And then I'm just gonna hand put it in. It's that easy, and that's it. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then like I was telling you, on here you can put their little tiny black screw if you want that they provide you with. You can make it so that these are always snug on there as well. But other than their screws, the thing seems legit. Yeah, I'm just gonna fix this other side and that's it. All right, it's a really nice day. Extremely hot. Super easy. Pre-drill hole. But yeah, if you do put a screw on the other side of this thing, it really will help you because the bracket is, it didn't happen, you didn't see it right now, but generally the bracket will drop on you and it'll come down to here, like right there in that area. See, it's trying to do it while I'm screwing this side in, but it's because the other side's really tight. If you want to, you could even just put them in loosely on, after you drill, you could drill the holes on both sides and then put it loosely in and then kind of tighten if you want to do that, but you don't have to. But that's it. Done. I got one of those Groundskeeper rakes and I've seen some pretty good reviews on it. And the only complaint I've seen is people talking about it being kind of flimsy and snapping on the end or something. This is what it looks like, the Groundskeeper II. And then this is the bigger one. Yeah, this is the bigger one. There's a smaller one too, I believe. Thing's really cool. It's got pretty good reviews on it, so I'll assemble it, and apparently the bolt or whatever is inside here. It seems pretty sturdy. I just wouldn't like get too crazy with this because you might snap the end piece of this or something, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty light with my tools anyways. Like, I'm not trying to snap things, so we'll be light with it and everything, and I'll rake kind of harder with it too. But it seems like this is going to pick up a lot of thatch and stuff that's in the yard and the lawn that you don't want. And then apparently it's good for moving mulch too. But let me know in the comments if you have one of these or if you've used one or installed the screw or had any problems with it. All right, so we got the Groundskeeper II professional landscape tool. All right, so you get one fiberglass handle, one rake head, and then we got those. One connecting rivet taped into the opening of the rake head. Okay, cool. So the only tool you'll need is a hammer. All right. So using a marker, draw a line from the hole to the edge / end of the handle. All right, there we go. There's our line plus our little dot where I messed up. Next step, insert the handle into the head, keeping the line visible through the hole in rake head. Just gonna slide it in. So I guess that's what they're looking for. You can see my dot. All right, so we got that done. And then keeping the line visible through the hole in the rake head, twist the handle to line up the holes as needed. Okay, so I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, so I twisted and I got that hole dead center. Get it on there anymore without busting the muscle or something. All right, so got that done. All right, and then place something under the rake head, such as a 2x4 piece of wood. All right. And then we're gonna insert the rivet. So we just wanna keep the tines elevated, is what it's saying. And then insert the rivet into the rake head and handle, secure the rivet in place by gently tapping the rivet and with a hammer until the rivet is flush with the rake head. So I'm gonna take the rivet thing like this. All right, and then we just tap it in, I guess. Okay. Done. And it's flush. The old testeroo. The old tester. Seems like it's in there. I think we're good to go. So let's go test this thing out. So let's do a little, let's do a little raking real quick and see what this thing can do. I want to rake this area where the grass is kind of not so great first. I'm going to rake towards you too. Ah, I see. So you just kind of want to you don't want to drag it like a real rake. You just kind of want to do little shorty ones. It's getting up a lot of thatch. You know what it's getting real good is the cores, which is quite nice. Yeah. This would be a great rake to use right before you seed, for sure. Especially if you don't have a dethatcher. Look at that. Got plenty of stuff in this area. Let's rake out this way. Yeah, look at that. Do some long strides. Good stuff. Thing's awesome. Well, I'd recommend it. I think you could use that for a lot of stuff. And it's pulling up some weak stuff and a lot of good thatch that you don't want down there. So recommend it. I'll do the whole yard back here with that for sure. Everything installed. Groundskeeper II. Hooked up, got that done, then got these post lights. So that's it for today. Super easy. We'll take one last look at this grass in the front real quick, and then I'm gonna get it watered in one more time for the day. I can't wait to cut it. I'd say 3 or 4 more days and we'll be good. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it high and we'll lawn stripe it, of course. But yeah, looks awesome. Super thick, look at this. Just, but yeah, enjoy the lights. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching The Yard Dad. Here's that area of the grass, but if you check it out, look at this. So I was just taking a picture, and if you flip the rake the other way like this, look at that. It'll pop your grass back up, which is pretty cool.